In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got the shot. It's hopefully going to come out once a week, and what I want to do is try to create some videos that show you how I got a particular image. I remember when I was searching for anything that I could find to learn about pinhole, and I had a hard time trying to figure out where to go, what to research. YouTube was helpful in some ways, but in some ways it wasn't. I was having a hard time understanding, how certain images were made. So my goal right now is to try to take some of my work that I've done in the past few years or even recently, and try to show you as much as I can how I achieve that look. Okay, the first image that I'm going to describe is a shot that I made at home at my mailbox, and I actually put the pinhole camera inside my mailbox. For this shot, I used my Ondu 6x6 only because it was the only pinhole camera that I had at the time that was small enough to fit inside the mailbox. Now, this is not a shot that I would typically even think of. I got really started into photography about 14 years ago, and I started in the digital age, so to speak, and I kind of, studying the photography, other photographers, studying digital aspects of it, I kind of felt that I had to make a certain kind of image. So trying to think outside the box and produce an image from any unique perspective was not really in my thought process at the time. Enter the pinhole camera. Now, these things have been a blessing to me. I know they're very simple. You essentially have a shutter that lets light through a hole and hits the film. For me, though, it has opened up a whole brand new world that I didn't even realize existed, and it's all because of the perspective. This camera has forced me to think differently, to maybe come up with some unique things, unique images that I could produce from a completely different vantage point that I would have completely otherwise thought of. And the very first image that I made was in my mailbox. It seems kind of simple, but it was fun. It wasn't easy, and I do realize that you can make this image with a self-timer on any camera, whether it be film or digital, but I wasn't thinking like that at the time until I got the pinhole camera. So I'll take you down to my mailbox and show you how I did it. Now, I know that this camera angle is not the best, and I apologize, but I'm doing this by myself right now, and I'm trying to hurry because I got the kids home today. So anyways, this is kind of how I got the shot. I was outside hanging out with my kids, and they were biking up and down the street, and I'm standing here by the mailbox just thinking, what things would look like. And I thought, well, what would it look like for me to get a pinhole shot from inside the mailbox as if I'm actually reaching open and grabbing something from the inside? So I grabbed my Ondu because it is the smallest one that I had, and you can see right here it kind of fits inside pretty well. I had Ilford Pan F inside loaded already because it was pretty bright out, at least the time of day that I was doing the shot, and it had to be a long enough exposure time for me to be able to open up the shutter, take my arm out and then close the shutter, but at the same time still not be too bright because it was pretty sunny. So I loaded it up, stuck it inside, and had the mailbox open, and I quickly flip open the shutter, but I put my hand up here to make it look like I was opening up the mailbox. Knew my seconds that I had to, I think it was like approximately 1.5 seconds, and then reached in and closed the shutter. Now, the best thing about that was when I reached in to close the shutter, it actually looked like in the final image that I was reaching in to grab the mail. So all in all, it was a fun shot to try to get just to see what it would look like. And that to me has been the best part of what the pinhole camera has brought to me and my photography. So hopefully it will also broaden your horizons, kind of give you a new perspective as you start out with your pinhole photography. If you have any unique shots that you've tried in the past, I'd love to hear about it down below in the comments. And as always, if you can, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.